Hey folks, I'm here in Starbound and I wasn't planning on doing a video for Starbound, but I'm gonna do a sort of getting started guide just to show you what you can do in the game, because I've seen a lot of people not sure how to do things, not realizing they can do things. So I'm gonna try and uncover the basics that should get you started. So this is my house, it's very pretty. When you place blocks, let's go here, the automatic mode is it places 4 in a square. If you hold down shift, that changes to 1, so you can place blocks singularly, and the same with deleting them. The picks work in a 3x3 radius, so actually if I come down here, if I select this there, you can see it's breaking 3x3. Actually if I zoom in there, so the pick breaks 3x3 and this thing breaks 2x2, and if you hold shift it'll only break the block you are targeting. So you start with this tool on the left hand side. This is your matter manipulator. It manipulates everything that matters, it says, but it's quite slow and not very powerful, so as soon as you can make a pick, and level your pick up as soon as you can. So if you hit C, it'll bring up a basic crafting menu, and the first thing you want to do is find a tree and chop it down, which you do with your matter manipulator. Just like Terraria, just target the trunk of the tree and keep going. You'll see the tree start to shake and then it'll fall down and you can pick up the wood. Then you can make wood planks. You need to keep some unrefined logs around. Your ship uses them as fuel, and also you need the logs to make torches. Torches are the logs and coal, but with most of it you'll be making wood planks, and then from the wood planks you can make a wooden crafting table, which will extend your crafting options, a wooden platform, which are these stairs you can see there, and they make the basic straight platforms. If I make a few of these quickly, I will show you how they work. To descend the platforms, you can either jump and press the down arrow as you're falling, or you can hold down and press space and you'll just drop through, and then you run up automatically. If I come over here and place the stairs, so it's left click to place something. If I place 1 or 2 like that, they'll go straight, but if I place them diagonally, they automatically form stairs. For breaking things, left click breaks a foreground item. So if I want to break this, I left click to hold it, and right click places and breaks background items. So if I right click on the wall here, I'll break that. So in Terraria there are separate foreground blocks and wall blocks. In Starbound it's different. Every block can be, well, all the building blocks can be foreground and background. So if I right click over here, it'll go as the background wall, or if I left click it'll go as a foreground block. So that's how that works. Your weapons, I started off having the weapon in my hotbar, but now I've put it in these left right buttons here, and all you do is for quick access when they're up there, if you've got two-hander or one and a shield, just put one in left and one in right, is whatever weapon or whatever item you're holding from your hotbar, if you hit X it'll swap to your weapon. I can be having the pickaxe and I hit X and it'll swap to the weapon. I can be holding the torch or placing the torch and hit X and it'll swap to my weapon. So that's the quick way of swapping. When you start Starbound, it'll give you a quest, and one of them is to get meat using the bow. The wooden bow that you start with is absolutely atrocious at killing things, and you should start in your ship. I think it's default starting pack, you'll get some wheat seeds. So make a farm, till some dirt, which you'll do with a hoe. Hoe you can craft from the crafting table with some stone hoe. There you go. Ho, and just I've got a tech thing on that lets me sprint. Left click and it'll till, and then you can plant seeds. Because it's such a pain to get meat at the start with that wooden bow, just get the one for the quest, grow wheat as soon as you can, and then you can make bread. For bread you will need a cooking table, which you again make from your crafting table, and then you can make bread there. Let's see, you'll need a stone furnace to smelt the ore you find, and when you have enough materials you can make an anvil, and that'll help you make gear. The best starting gear you'll actually need from the loom with leather that you get from killing mobs, is the, where are they up here, snow infantry. You may have noticed when you go into a dark area, or if you go out at night, you get a little temperature gauge up on the bottom of your screen, and if you get too cold, you freeze to death. The snow gear, this statue with the light, this is how warm it keeps you. So this is the armor protection. Not sure what this is. Might be the amount of light that you give off, maybe. Not sure, or magic resistance. But this one is the amount of basic armor protection it gives you, and this is actually better than the silver gear. And then light here is how warm it keeps you. So I've been walking around a snow planet in the night, ice and snow everywhere in the snow infantry stuff, and not getting cold at all. So that's the gear that you will need to make, and that is made from leather pieces that animals drop. Okay, I'll go up to the ship. Little tip for you, fences stop mobs getting down even if they're placed in the foreground, but it still lets you TP up to your ship. Whereas if you're in an enclosed area, you can't transport up to your ship. So this is a good way of doing it safely, is put some fences down. So up to my ship. Here you have ship storage. Here you'll find a tech blueprint eventually, and when you use it, it'll go into your tech selection screen. And I have one for energy dash, which is what lets me go like that. 3D printer, not sure yet. I have nothing here. Pixel printer, scan and print objects. This is your fuel. Your ship takes wood, like the logs, unrefined logs, and coal as fuel. I'll put some logs in to show you. If you right click on the stack, it splits it in two. So I'll put some logs in, then the fuel count will go up. In green, I'll stick them all in, it'll show you how much is going to increase the fuel rating by. And then you just click fuel, and it goes into the fuel pool there. And you need fuel to travel to different planets. So this is where I started, and I've made this my home planet. If you set home, then you can go back there at any time easily without having to navigate to find it. You click the other planets and it'll show you, I should just hover over them, it'll show you the threat level. So this one, threat level 6, the one I started on is threat level 1, and this snow one is threat level 2. And it'll show you the name of the planet up here, and if you right click, it zooms out the level. So this is the system I'm in, the Alpha Necrotia Minoris system. And there's different solar system, or planets and their moons, I guess, in here that you can travel to. And if you right click again, it takes you to the star map, which is pretty huge. So each one of these is a little system. Each one has its own solar system with planets in. And down here you've got coordinates, and the coordinates are universe-wide. So if you want to share a planet with someone, you give them these coordinates. Let me zoom in. And tell them the name of the planet, and they just enter the coordinates in here, go there, and then find the planet, and they can go to the exact same planet that you've given them coordinates to. So that's how that works. And to go somewhere, you just click the planet and click the big go button, and you'll travel there, and it'll use up fuel. If it's not traveling there, then you probably don't have enough fuel to get there. The further you travel, the more fuel you need, and you may have to do it in a couple of jumps, stopping to refuel along the way. And you can decorate your ship, as I've been doing here. I think that covers the basics pretty much. I brings up your inventory, and you have two inventory tabs here. Blocks, like building blocks and stuff, usually go in this second tab. I guess it's a dirt icon, and the first one is your backpack. So if you've picked something up and it's vanished from your inventory, it's possibly in the second tab there, or it may have gone into one of your quick slots up the top. Another thing you can do is this magnifying glass, or hit N on your keyboard and click something, tells you what it is. and has nice little descriptions, which I think were mostly written by Ashton Rees. And down here you've got a codex, and sometimes you'll find books. I found a note on glitch individuals that I can read. It's just a little book on some lore, which is cute. That's about it. Oh, bandages. Bandages you craft in your normal C crafting menu from plant fibers, and they're very handy for healing you. Bread actually heals you a little bit when you eat it. I don't think meat does, but bread does. It heals you a chunk when you eat it. And bandages are heal over time. So if you're going adventuring, do take some bandages with you. And you have a torch here, which is very handy for seeing what's ahead of you, but you'll need lots of... you have a flashlight torch, but you also need lots of normal torches for going adventuring. And your bow, the wooden bow, even though the starter one is really awful, the iron one is much, much better, and the steel one is pretty awesome. So as soon as you can, craft yourself a better bow. I think that's everything, but if there's something you're not sure how to do, leave me a comment and I'll explain in the comments. Thank you, bye!